Hello and good morning everyone. Thank you for joining Jade Global today for the webinar on Maximize IT Returns and Improve Go-to-Market with a Robust Test Automation Strategy. My name is Sangeeta Jash and I'm the Assistant Manager Marketing Communications at Jade Global and also your moderator today for this webinar. We have Madhav, Shelke and Amit Iyer here with us to discuss this topic in more detail. I would like to tell you a little bit about our company. Jade Global is a leading information technology services and solutions provider. We deliver the right combination of business knowledge, product and technical expertise, project management and flexible delivery models to every engagement to ensure every client's long-term growth and success in business. For more information, please visit www.jadeglobal.com. Now I would like to introduce Madhav Shelke. Madhav heads the Test Center of Excellence at Jade Global. He has helped many of Jade Global's customers envision strategy towards test automation, performance testing, and security testing. Madhav is an architect of Jade Global's reusable test frameworks and a firm believer in QA as a business assurance tool. We also have Amit Iyer today with us. Amit heads the Product and Engineering Division at Jade Global. I'll now hand it over to Amit, who will tell you a little bit about our services. Thank you, Amit.
Hi everyone, thank you for registering and joining this webinar. I am Amit. I head the Technology and Engineering Services line of business for Jade Global. This slide gives you a little overview about what Jade does. So we have basically 5 lines of business, and while today we'll be focusing on QA, I just wanted to give you a little overview about what we generally do. We solve a wide variety of problems. We are basically the IT services arm of Jade Global. The focus in our LOB is around product engineering customers, helping them solve some of the sustenance and maintenance issues, helping them co-develop products. We do a lot of different kinds of products within this unit, and it includes portals and content management. By that I mean collaboration knowledge management, whether it's for enterprise solutions, whether it's for e-commerce, whether it's intranet portals, the applications are very wide. In terms of technology stack, we do it on SharePoint in Microsoft, as well as the likes of Drupal, Joomla, and the Magentos of this world. We combine this with our mobility services, primarily focusing on iOS, Android, and also Windows-based development services. So basically, we serve a wide variety of industry segments, including high-tech, semiconductor, retail, utilities, engineering, and we have a wide remit of technology services which are our horizontal services around Oracle, Java, J2E, open source, and Microsoft stack. Today, in this discussion, Madhav, who heads my Test Center of Excellence and QA and testing services, is kind of a horizontal within Jade Global that serves both our enterprise packaged world as well as the IT services world and product engineering world. So Madhav would be presenting today a webinar around how test automation is helping transform and help the CIOs and CTOs today improve their ROI and go to market. So Madhav, over to you. Good luck.
Thank you, Amit. Thank you, Sangeeta. Hello, everyone. Thank you firstly for registering to the session, and a very warm welcome to the webinar on test automation. I am Madhav Shelke, and I head the Jade Test Center of Excellence. With our extensive experience in various testing projects and customer experiences, we have established Test Center of Excellence covering all aspects of testing. Today, however, we'll be sharing our thoughts around test automation. We'll focus on necessity of test automation and who needs it and how to approach it. We'll also talk about key considerations and success factors in the test automation paradigm, how to avoid common pitfalls, achieve maximum ROI, faster go-to-market. In the process, we'll also highlight on our test automation competency, frameworks, and ROI success story. And we'll also like to hear from you, your challenges and views. I'll be very happy to have this as an interactive session rather than me doing all the talking. So why do we need test automation at first place? Don't we all get bored if we do same task repeatedly? Imagine the plight of regression tester. So let's start with some necessities that our test automation is actually needed for. Necessity 1, saving time, cost, and speeding up the test cycles. One of the biggest challenges enterprises have in time to market. Your business always wants things to happen faster, no matter how good you are. Product companies especially suffer slow time to market due to lengthy regression time cycles. whether it's a package implementation, a custom development solution, or enterprise integration. Time is the essence. In this fast mobile era, we see that consumers are getting better and updated software on daily basis from Google's Play Store. The enterprise business customer is also expecting the same. Speed is the essence. Necessity number 2, for better use of your test resources. Your testers are usually great assets when it comes to having functional knowledge. They know more about product nitty-gritties and functionalities than most. Automation also helps in ensuring the testers have good career path and focus on ensuring business assurance and not get isolated with lethargic tasks. It provides them an opportunity to upskill and deliver more, takes away abundant repetitive tasks. Necessity 3, increasing reusability. What we typically noticing is the need to test across multiple browsers is becoming a very common testing scenario. It's time consuming and monotonous. We have a wide user base and they can access your content on any device or browser. Their user experience across multiple devices has to be immaculate. This helps in also building acceptability for particular platform users. We have even noticed our clients asking for multiple versions being tested within the same browser as well. Automating this increases essentiality. A manual tester in such cases can only do so much. Necessity 4, improving accuracy. Repetitive tasks tend to make a tester lose interest and that affects the accuracy of test. Especially if you are doing repeated product integration, you can tend to give less importance to stable modules. For example, if something has always been working well, you'll tend to take those parts easy. However, with automation, it will run with same consistency every time. In this slide, we will highlight the most common test automation use cases. For product companies, test automation is absolutely inevitable. Test automation has also significantly increased importance in this era of mobile devices. So let's focus on different use cases. Use case number 1. We have had many CIOs and business users usually coming to us and mention that time to market is their core problem. We work with a billing product company who had 6 weeks regression cycle and very frustrated customer base owing to this. Use case number 2. Portals with a large user base typically need to be tested across the different devices they have access to and the browsers. We have a customer who is one of the largest job portals in the US. They are accessed from at least 20 countries across various browsers and devices. A stable portal for them and unified experience across all devices solve their core problem. Use case number 3. Automation for companies where there is an active development life cycle with complex products having frequent releases, upgrades, and regular additions of new features or modules into existing products. Use case number 4. Automation of products which require functionalities to be tested against huge set of test data and various combination of test data. Example, banking and financial market products. Use case number 5. Automation for companies who work in agile mode and expect QA cycles to be completed within planned sprints. DevOps model and nightly builds are the newest buzzwords. How do you ensure you don't end up having a buggy product in all the rest to bring it faster to the market? So from ERP systems like Oracle to CRM systems like SFDC or billing platforms, from e-commerce and web portals to cloud-based applications to mobile devices, all the above paradigms require test automation. Very simple factors largely influence the effectiveness of automated testing, hence necessary to take such factors into consideration before we jump into. Here we are highlighting on such key factors which we should take into account. Consideration 1, automation scope. It is not practical to try out everything, nor is there a time available generally. We need to pick very carefully the functions, areas of the application that are to be automated. The key is to identify the low-hanging fruits here. Consideration 2, preparation time frame should be taken into account. The preparation time for automated test scripts initially the test efforts will increase, but when automation is done correctly, yet will decrease on subsequent releases. Set the right expectations with your stakeholders. Consideration 3. Realization time of actual hour. Because the preparation time for test automation is long, the benefit of test automation only begins to occur after approximately the third time the tests have been run. Consideration 4. When is the benefit to be gained? We need to choose objectives wisely and seriously think about when and where the benefit is to be gained. If the application is significantly changing regularly, then the test automation will not be feasible in this case. You'll spend so much time updating your scripts that you will not reap many benefits. Consideration 5. The degree of change. We need to take into account degree of change with applications. Automation should be properly planned, which will enable you to quickly maintain your scripts as per new changes. In continuation to the previous slide, consideration 6. Test integrity. How do we know whether test passed or failed? Just because the tool returns passed does not necessarily mean that the test itself passed. This needs to be taken into account when specifying test script, fail or pass criteria. Consideration 7. Test independence. Test independence must be built and so that a failure in the first test case won't cause a domino effect and either prevent or cause to fail the rest of the test scripts in that test suite. Consideration 8. Debugging or testing of the actual test scripts. Time must be allowed for this and to prove the integrity of the tests themselves. Consideration 9. Record and playback. Do not rely on record and playback as a sole means to generate a script. A record and playback is a great idea. That rarely works actually and proves very little. Building a smart automation suite is the key. Don't fall for the hard-coded script trap. Consideration 10. Maintenance of the scripts. Scripts have to be continually kept up to date. Otherwise, you'll end up abandoning hundreds of hours of work. It's important that you have clear maintenance strategy in place. If the application is being developed constantly, the automation scripts has to be maintained as well, and there has to be a maintenance strategy in place. Along with considerations that we saw, you also need to take important success factors into account. Your test automation success lies in your expectations from process and timeline, and how well your test automation activities are strategized and planned. A meticulous plan and strategy helps in different aspects, like it helps in deciding when to start testing. You can start building a framework early, but automating a half-baked application will only increase your rework efforts. Even decide which tool is appropriate to be used. There are plenty. What suits your purpose needs to be carefully gauged. Helps in choosing right manual tests to automate. Identifying the most used scenarios that can help you maximize your ROI is the key. And from all of the above, you should gauge what's the right automation framework for you. What we have seen in the industry as to why test automation sometimes fail. These are some common pitfalls which you should try to avoid. 1. Unrealistic expectations. 2. Lack of clear objectives. 3. Lack of plan. 4. Lack of framework. Pitfall number 5. Lack of management support in terms of budget, time and resources. 6. Less importance given to maintenance, enhancement of automation solution. I've seen projects who have not taken these pitfalls into account and has failed in test automation attempt. For example, I've seen customers who have test automations who developed already, however not working as desired after a number of releases. Also, there have been web products which prefer to go for license automation tool without proper feasibility check and end up paying more in licensing itself. Even though there are good open source tools in market like Selenium for web automation, this is just an example. Sometimes you end up procuring tools you don't really need. Test automation has to be a longer term strategy. You can achieve it in quick wins by making a few right decisions earlier on. Let's focus on key steps to achieve maximum ROI and faster go-to-market. Step 1. Evaluation of requirements and potential benefits. Before commencing with the new implementations, organizations must understand the benefits that they can expect, not only to accurately assess potential ROI, but also to set an expectation against which they can later measure the benefits realized. From value definition to value realization, your CIOs will love these numbers eventually. Process integration. We need to remember that the aim of automation is to replicate and replace manual human tasks. To get the best from automation, it's important to understand whether it fits in the large business process, what are the triggers on which it might execute, what needs to happen before and after the automation, what input variables will need to be automated for successful automation. Understanding the entirety of the process by asking these questions will help apply automation more broadly rather than a singular isolated task. Contextual customizations. Beyond assessing processes from end to end, it's also important for organizations to take into account the context in which an automation will operate. That might mean different rules for similar systems running different applications. Or it might mean different considerations based on calendar schedule. It might even mean checking for circumstances at time of execution and following different rules based on those circumstances. Step 4. Testing and release. Once automation has been closely defined and integrated into existing processes, organizations must test its performance in various circumstances. It will evaluate the resulting outputs and confirm its success. Step 5. Benefits realization. Benefit analysis is often overlooked but incredibly important. Organizations should routinely analyze and measure reductions in time, improvements in issue resolution, and other benefits from enhanced consistency. Step 6. Continuous improvement. As well as the review of existing automations, it's also important to take continual service improvement view. The most successful organizations will regularly revisit and revise existing automations and continually look at the boundaries of the automated process, seeking extensions that would derive additional benefits. Till now, we have focused on common pitfalls, considerations, and success factors for test automation. To understand how we as a Jade Global help our customers to achieve maximum ROI and faster go-to-market, I'll talk a little bit more about slides on our test automation competency, process, framework, reusable assets, and best practices. Jade Global is a pioneer in test automation. We have successfully delivered test automation solutions that have resulted in reduced manual testing efforts and reusable and quick test cycles for our customers. Our automation services team comprises of highly competent automation experts and architects who are skilled in both open source as well as in commercial automation tools. Our standard test automation frameworks help you accelerate your automation strategy and manage your test cycles end-to-end with customized integrations. We do have proprietary frameworks in place. We do take care of automation of web application, Windows applications. We do have tool-specific frameworks in place. We have helped customers right from automation strategy and consulting to tools evaluation to POC, ROI assessment, and end-to-end execution. We have helped customers to prioritize scope to reduce cost and provide business value, to set right expectations before stakeholders. With established test center of excellence, we follow standard test processes. We focus on building knowledge repositories. We have made sure our learnings and experiences continuously help us improve. We make sure every delivery is of highest quality with strong review process and checklist in place. We take pride in delivering successful outcomes. This is the enterprise level test automation process that we follow. Our test automation process has helped our customers to improve testing effectiveness and reduce. This is the slide which explains about our enterprise level test automation process that we follow. Our test automation process has helped customers to improve testing effectiveness and reduce the testing spend by more than 30% and improve test cycle time over 70%. Process is followed in stages starting from evaluation, strategizing and planning, development, execution and maintenance phase. This has helped us in overcoming the common pitfalls that we discussed earlier. Let's focus on each stage in detail in the slides ahead. In the evaluation phase, we start with understanding customer requirements for the test automation. It's important to understand systems, manual processes that the customer is looking out to automate and customer expectations from automation tool. Feasibility check or a quick POC is advised to select the best feasible automation tool. It helps in understanding the coverage that we can have in terms of systems and technologies involved, the infrastructure we need to put in place to achieve a successful outcome. For example, if we are having a feasibility check or a POC on a web platform and results are highly positive with the open source tool like Selenium, this helps us in selecting Selenium as the test automation tool, which also saves a lot of licensing cost. However, if it's civil CRM application, then Selenium might not work, and we could look at other tools like HPQTP or OATS or IBM RFT. This is first correct step towards successful automation. Make the right decision. Then we focus on strategizing and planning for test automation. Test automation scope needs to be decided after consulting with all the stakeholders. Test cases which are suitable candidates for automation are filtered out. Strategy is to build around the decided scope. We have helped customers on the ROI assessment part using our in-house automation calculator. This has helped QA directors and senior stakeholders understand the ROI model effectively and set expectations and help them plan sale automation internally. Based on the scope decided, we work on estimating the efforts, test planning, and resource planning. All approvals are taken from concerned stakeholders and only then we check along. Development phase. To start with development phase, test automation environment is configured to get access to systems which needs to be automated, to get access to automation tools that to be installed and configured, and to get other required softwares installed. Based on all the analysis performed earlier, we work on building reusable and robust test automation framework. We'll discuss a little bit more and more details on Jade Global standard automation framework in the slides ahead. Once we have framework ready, then we proceed with scripts development for the test cases which are selected for test automation. Having framework in place speeds up the script development as we already have generic reusable components ready. Execution phase. Once the automated suite is finalized, it's made available for regular executions. There are various ways to schedule our automation scripts execution, including grid deployments. We take end-to-end responsibility of test executions for different releases and upgrades. We do integrate our framework with some test management tools, which helps us test lifecycle management. Results analysis are performed and defects are raised for failures. In mature cases, we have automated even this part. We make sure that defects retesting is performed once they are fixed. Also, we do take care of regression testing to make sure things which were working earlier still work. This is the phase where we actually start to realize benefits of automated solution that we build. Maintenance phase. It's important to have maintenance strategy in place to make sure that automation is compatible to the latest versions of the application. It is very important to stay relevant and keep your automation suite up to date with your application suite. Equal importance should be given to continuous improvement. We need to keep framework as well as scripts up to date as per the latest versions of automation tools, browsers, and technologies that we use. Good health management helps us in improving the ROI further in the long run. We have established these steps after analyzing various case studies and experiences. There are plenty of nitty-gritties, best practices along each steps. We can discuss those offline to specific to any of your needs. We mentioned the framework a few times in our presentation before and highlighted its importance. Now let's do a little deep dive on the same. Framework layer consists of cleanup script, driver script which drives entire execution, common libraries which includes generic and application-oriented reusable functions, reporting libraries which enables us to have customized results reporting in form of HTML, Excels and email notifications. Scheduler helps in scheduling script executions at any desired time. Framework layer is integrated with test suite, which consists of recovery scenarios, input data libraries, object repositories, config and global variable files. It will consist of actual script, which can be executed against application under test. End-to-end integration right from test cases to defect reporting to automated management reports can be achieved using our framework. Here are some business benefits that we get out of our test automation framework. It helps us in increasing reusability and reducing development cost. Framework reduces execution time and cost considerably and also increases the extent of automation. Ability to integrate with different test management tools like TestLane helps us in managing test cycles end-to-end. How about raising a bug automatically to Bugzilla or other defect management tool? All this helps in saving time in long run. We can integrate our framework with continuous integration tools like Jenkins, Hudson, helping you trigger the automated suite at the time of build deployment all the way to getting test results. Our customized results reporting make analysis and defect reporting easy. A QA director can be greeted in the morning with automated email which gives him the overall summary with the ability to drill down further. It benefits in reducing software cycle time and better time to market. Cross-browser execution support is a huge benefit as it's required for most of the web applications in today's market. Here is the unique test automation success story which I would like to share with you. The customer in this case study is a major billing utilities provider in the US market and owns a complex billing product which is widely used to generate electricity, gas bills in the US. So if you are in the US, there is a good likelihood we have helped you get the right bill. Our customer in this case was struggling to achieve automation ROI from an existing suite, and we were engaged to look at the entire scenario end to end. We realized it was a perfect example of lack of strategy and effective planning when they initially developed a suite with a commercial tool. Not that I'm against any commercial tool, but you need to have the right size globe to fit your hands. We helped them to build a comprehensive strategy using Selenium as an automation tool. Today, a massive set of manual test cases run on Selenium WebDriver integrated with Grid with phenomenal concurrency and efficiency. This has benefited the customer significantly. Firstly, a straightforward saving of cost over $800K US dollars on purely licensing cost in 4 years period. Productivity cost savings of more than 85%. Reduced production time and better time to market. Overnight run of the regression suite as opposed to 6 weeks regression cycle. Prioritized test coverage. Improved ease of identification and integration of new functional test scenarios. Finally, I would like to summarize and conclude with some key points and highlights from our today's webinar. Employ test automation to increase reusability, save time and money, improve go-to-market, improve employee efficiency and test accuracy. We come with a lot of experience in QA, and our mantra is QA has moved from functional assurance to business assurance. We have helped customers to improve testing effectiveness and reduce the testing spend by more than 30% and improve test lifecycle time over 70%. Our test automation framework helps you accelerate your automation strategy and manage your test cycle end-to-end with customized integrations. We can help you in advising on tool evolution, POC, ROI assessment, and strategic planning all the way to execution. We like to create a smart and successful outcome. With this, I conclude my presentation session. We can start with Q&A session. Feel free to type out your questions and send it to us.
A little bit before you go about a company. Jade Global is headquartered at San Jose, California with offices in New Jersey and India. If you have any questions or want to know more about our solutions and services, then please call us on the numbers displaying on your screen, or you can also email us at marketing@jadeglobal.com. We will help out with any query you have. And thank you very much once again for attending the webinar, and we hope to talk to you soon. Have a great day. Thank you.